Thank you, Madam President. I want to spend a few minutes first, Madam President, talking about Russia. To get respect, you have to act respectfully. To be taken seriously, you have to act seriously. We know that. It's a matter of common sense. President Putin in Russia is not acting with respect toward the United States of America or President Trump. President Putin is not acting seriously. I don't know a single fair-minded person with an IQ above his age who doesn't want peace in Ukraine. Could we have order, Madam President? Thank you, Madam President. We all want to see peace in Ukraine. President Zelensky wants to see peace in Ukraine. President Trump wants to see peace in Ukraine. I thought President Putin did. I'm beginning to wonder. President Trump, who is leading these negotiations, first asked for a ceasefire. He said for 30 days, maybe 45, 60 days, I'm asking both Russia and Ukraine to lay down their arms. President Putin said, no, I won't agree to a blanket ceasefire, but I will stop bombing infrastructure in Ukraine. He lied like he breathed. He continued to destroy civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. Then President Trump said, okay, let's try for a ceasefire in the Black Sea. That would benefit both Ukraine and Russia, who both of which use the Black Sea for maritime commerce. And indeed, the world depends on a lot of the grain that they both export. So President Trump said, let's try for a ceasefire in the Black Sea and maritime security in the Black Sea. President Zelensky said, sure, I'm with you. Just like he'd said previously, I agree to a ceasefire, Mr. President. President Putin said, I'll agree to a ceasefire in the Black Sea, but I want conditions. I want conditions. And you know what his conditions are? To have the United States of America remove the sanctions on the Russian economy. And then, to make matters worse, President Putin said, oh, by the way, I have one other condition. I want to put the people of Ukraine and the government of Ukraine under the administration of the United Nations. In other words, he wants the people of Ukraine to give up their democratic form of government and be run by the United Nations. And then finally, President Putin said to President Trump, oh yeah, there's one other thing too. Before I'll agree to a ceasefire in the Black Sea, or a ceasefire generally, I don't want to just negotiate with you, President Trump, President Putin said. He said, I want China to be part of the negotiations, and India, and Brazil, and South Africa. And get this will curdle your lunch, North Korea. Mama Gump said that stupid is as stupid does. President Putin is not interested in peace.